Congress of Vienna assembled in 1814 to 1815, after the Napoleonic Wars ended. They met in Vienna to restore order in Europe for stability and peace. The aim was to reorganize Europe. Congress started in September 1814, 5 months after Napoleon's first resignation, and in 1815 accomplished its final act. Beforehand, the Battle of Waterloo and the final defeat of Napoleon, the settlement was seen as a treaty which is the most comprehensive on that Europe had ever witnessed. To improve the political situation of Europe, which was disrupted by the Napoleonic Wars, and to determine the future position of Europe, all European states organized a big congress in Vienna. The congress was ruled by 4 significant states: Britain, Russia, Austria, and Prussia. Austrian Prime Minister Prince Metternich chaired the Congress. During the Congress, discussions were held on the problems that emerged in Europe after the French Revolution. The era following the French Revolution is described as the Age of Nationalism. Franz von Metternich, the Prime Minister of multinational Austrian Empire, aimed to provide the environment for the collective action of Europe's conservative, powerful states to solve the problems that could be caused by the dangerous nationalism movement. This international congress, which operates in the form of commissions, is exciting and relevant in terms of being the first example. The most important articles of the decisions taken in Vienna Congress were as follows. All the lands of France that were seized after 1792 were reclaimed. England took Malta and New Ireland. The Dutch colony, Ceylon, Honduras, Guyana and Trinidad, and Helgoland from Denmark. Russia was taking Finland, Sweden and Norway. Prussia took over the Posen region, a significant part of Saxony, and the western coast of Rhine. Austria was also expanding its territories. Belgium merged with the Netherlands to form a state called Nederland. Germany would consist of the Germanic Confederation, including 38 states. Italy was disintegrating, the slave trade was banned, and its implementation was given to the group of states parties. In international rivers, freedom of trade and transport was recognized in principle. The Vienna Congress marked the beginning of attempts by European states to solve their problems through meetings. This Congress is also considered as the beginning of the period when the classical internal law originating from Europe was enlarged and relatively systemized. On the other hand, the global law system, which started to become evident within the framework of Concert of Europe that emerged with the Vienna Congress, was under the control of major states that are the main actors providing this harmony. In general terms, in the period that lasted until the First World War, the formation of the international law regulations have developed within the framework of agreements, especially the Vienna Congress made between the states, Austria, Prussia, Russia, and Great Britain. The 4 powers that were chiefly instrumental in the overthrowing of Napoleon had concluded a particle alliance among themselves with the Treaty of Chaumont on March 9, 1814, a month before Napoleon's first abdication. The subsequent treaties of peace with France, signed on May 30, not only by the 4, but also by Sweden and Portugal on July 20 by Spain, stipulated that all former belligerents should send plenipotentiaries to a congress in Vienna. Nevertheless, the 4 still intended to reserve the real decision-making for themselves. Prince Metternich had 3 goals. Firstly, he wanted to prevent future French aggression by surrounding France with strong countries. Secondly, restore a balance of power so that no country would be a threat to others, and finally wanted to restore Europe's royal families to thrones they had held before Napoleon took over. To sum up, thanks to the Congress of Vienna, a long peace process has been achieved in Europe for 40 years. This process, also known as Concert of Europe. This Congress provided to protect conservative European powers, oppose revolutionary movements, weaken the forces of nationalism, and uphold the balance of power. The balance of power against the hegemony of France was successfully established. Some certain leading countries, which were Prussia, Russia, England, and Austria.